gonna give it to you.
Here we are.
You're rolling, yeah?
We're in.
All right.
Okay, hang on a minute, because he's interrupting, isn't he? He's interrupting. What a pain in the arse. If you look at your clocks right now, the time right now on my clock is 11:58 here. But this fucking wombat is over there in England, isn't he? And it's like 5 a.m. there. So I'm going to hit him up and find out what the heck is going on. So you probably know, if you know me and you know who my mates are, you know probably this one is, just by the fucking time. He's over there across the pond. At this time in the morning, I'm not surprised he ain't fell in it. So you've probably heard him as we came in on the entrance, because we've been fuckballing about on here for a little bit. And we've been like having a bit of a chat, and I'm like, I'm going to hit the button. And then I spoke to him on it, and he's like, I thought you hit the button. So I said, yeah, I have now. So this is it. So this is just a quick one. I'm actually losing my voice and I have no liquid. So it will be quick. Plus he needs to go to bed. So, Grommy.
What's up, man?
Speak to me.
What's up?
Dude, you're not right in the head, I swear to God, man. You're really not.
Dude, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, UK time.
No, you got a minute to go. You got a minute. You have a minute to go, dude.
Live. Dude, you're straight live with the Cockney Buddha, getting real. If you don't know, you better get to know. If you want to hear the most realist, in-depth, honest, open, brutal person on any podcast, you best be tuned into this one.
Oi. Damn, Grommy. Shit, man. I'm getting me head's growing. Me headphones ain't fitting.
Don't worry about it, man. And like, your old mate, the Grom, has just been doing like, I don't know, some straight 12-hour shift, just trying to take over the world.
Matey, listen, guys, this fella just sent me some shit, man, and tune into his channel. I'll throw it in the description. Tune into the channel, because some of the photography and shit that's come, well, not some of it, everything he sent me has been like absolutely spot on, Grommy. And he sent me a video just now, hence this phone call, because I looked it up and played it, and I'm like, holy shit. And then the phone starts ringing. I'm like, that can't be him. And it's freaking 5 o'clock in the morning. So he's just getting done. So what's the projects you're putting out there, Grommy? Can you talk about it or not?
Yeah, man. So first off, man, if you guys want to see it, go check it out on Instagram at Mart's Capture. That's MARTS Capture on Instagram. I've just been doing a little something for Raise the Bar and Fully Booking. They are like event and like hip hop promoters, concert organizers here in the UK, but they've just done a little collab where they've had, I think, like off the top of my head, maybe 6-7 US artists travel over to the UK. They performed at 4 locations in 4 days. And yeah, so I just done a few things for those guys. Massive shout out to Half Decent. Huge shout out to all of the guys that got on the little like Tour for Life vibe. And yeah, there's a clip currently that you can go and see on my Instagram. That's Mart's Capture, that I just done a little something for Blizz the Illest, who's an absolute epic rapper, writer, whatever you want to claim it as. Like, I class in him as just a straight MC out of New York. I hope I've got that location right. But all the guys are pretty much out of the East Coast, rappers, and yeah, man. Go and check them out. There's going to be a video, probably, I'm hoping, come out on the YouTubes by the time maybe this podcast drops.
Oh no, shit! You got that coming out, that gig.
Hopefully, that's if the
All
promoters
right,
like
then.
what I've done, and like, you know,
Come on,
the
man.
Grom
Come on.
managed to shoot his
You
first
doubt. You...
music video. Like,
Why are you doubting again, Grommy? Why are you doubting?
well, no, I'm just saying, man, that you know it might be too much for them. They might be
Well,
like,
yeah,
we can't hire this
thank
bloke.
you. I'll take that. I'll take that. You saved yourself, Grom. You saved yourself.
Yeah. Did you see that backpedaling at
You
5
did.
a.m. in the
You
morning?
did.
You
Yeah,
liked it, man?
it's quite good. But I see you're about to swallow a bunch of fucking coffee as well, mate. So I don't know what you're running on, but holy shit, dude. So
Dude, that 5 a.m. coffee?
I don't know what you're doing. Do you actually go to bed or not?
Yeah, dude.
Do you?
Sometimes.
So,
yeah, man.
So you're actually going to go to bed? I mean, what time are you going to wake
This is
up?
my 5 a.m. coffee before sleep.
Hey, listen,
You know?
listen, guys. Seriously, this guy is so. He's the whole reason why I got into what I'm doing, and every time I see things that he's doing, it just pushes me that bit harder. There's always those people that will always support you to where they want to see you do well too. And Grommy, honestly, shit, dude, you've really. It's the whole reason why you're on this podcast, mate, because it's like you got me to it. The only thing is he's cost me a freaking shit ton of money.
Yeah, apologies for that.
Complete wanker, because he's just cost me. He's just cost.
But you love it.
I do, Grommy, I do, mate. I can't grumble, mate. I'm loving what I'm doing. But hey, listen, tell us what the other projects that are already out there that you've just put out there recently with certain, bands and stuff that you doing the other week.
Yeah. If you, so we've been doing a lot of photography under the Marks Capture thing. That's kind of like the offshoot away from the vlog. And it's probably the area that I'm looking to move into. We've done a load of stuff for Mond Green, which is a band out of kind of the Oxford area here in the UK. We also done a load of like documentary style fly on the wall stuff for another like a trio on a project. Matty Llyod, Nutty P, and Suspense MC. They've done a little project at the end of last year called Cerberus. That was at Runway Studios, which is local to me. So shout out to those guys. I shot all the footage, but then the gentleman that actually edited the kind of behind the scenes documentary was a man by the name of Dean Ward, or Dino, as we know him. And he's an absolute legendary guy.
Big shout to Dino. So again, big shout to Dino. Yeah. He's a follower. Yeah, big shout.
That 5 a.m. shout out life.
Yeah.
Heavy, dude.
Yeah.
And so just been working with a lot of music artists in the local area. There's a whole heap of people that I want to do some more projects with. I was really fortunate to go and photo a load of guys at a place called Ram Jam, which is based in Kingston upon Thames. Oi, Kingston upon Thames.
Oi. Give those boys a big shout out there and all. I see them crop up every now and again, some of those fellas over there.
And so I've kind of been there once or twice recently in the last couple of months, and it's always a blast. The guy behind it, the evil genius, the man himself, Half Decent, is kind of the guy that brings it all together, and he does a fantastic job of just putting on such an amazing show, bringing together such amazing artists, and just putting them under a spotlight. He himself is a really epic artist, and I'm pushing the petition that I feel like he should lose the Half Decent, because the guy is way more than half decent. He's absolutely like fully nuking decent.
Is this the fella? Is this the fella you were talking about? Your mate that like was at the gig and you was going to put him up there on the? It was like I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. It wasn't this.
That's Matty Llyod,
right.
aka MPE, aka Matty the legend that I've known forever and a day.
And go and look these guys up. seriously, guys, anybody out there that's into music and the scene and all that, I'm gradually getting to know these guys through Grommy, and I'm like hitting them up and, you know, following, and some of these people are following me and all. That's what it's all about. It's about growing the fucking community at the end of the day, and you know, hooking up with good people. So, you know, I've got hold of these people through Grommy. So go and follow these people up, because they're good people, and they're starting from the ground up. There's no bullshit with these people. It's all about the journey. So go and hit them up. Sorry, Grommy, before we give a little shout.
No, that's all right. I was going to say a little less known fact about the Gromage is the fact that, like, he was and has been quite a dirty hip hop head for many, many years. Used to be, well, I'll just say I used to be. I have been known to compete in scratch battle competitions.
Oh, that's right. You told me about. Yeah. Listen, listen. He'll downplay himself.
And say that.
Yeah.
Like, I will be honest and say that I was no good in the level of like competing. I did not like being on stage. It wasn't my jam. However, I've always been a bit of a like old school grassroots hip hop kind of nut.
Right.
And
right.
For a long time now, like 2013, I stepped away from the whole producing music, trying to be a battle DJ. And if I'm honest, shortly after that, I kind of got this sense of feeling that like hip hop had been done to death. Like you could see it on a Coca-Cola advert. There was computer games for like, you know, DJ
That's
Hero
right.
being released.
Yeah.
And it blew up. And I love that for the culture and for where I see hip hop, where it came from, the voices that it gave to people, and just everything else. So all of the elements, the graffiti, the B-boys, the DJs, the MCs, I loved it all. The culture, the dress, the attitude. And it was kind of like what was the equivalent to being my punk scene.
Yeah, because I was kind of rock, metal, punk, 70s and shit like that. I'm a little bit older than Grommy, only a little bit.
Got a couple of minutes on me, man. That's all,
Only a little bit. But yeah, man, I know that scene,
Hip-hop was that for us, man. In my sort of era, hip-hop was that, like, stick the middle finger up to the man, but it also asks you a fundamental question, and that is like how good are you? Like, you look at all of the battling, and sometimes it's in real just good heart and for the vibe and for the experience and to push forwards. And obviously you don't need to be like a real savage hip hop head to understand that in years gone by, there's been some feuds that have gone as far to take people out, out of the game.
Yeah.
But that all stems from a real heavy competitiveness in whether you're going to be a DJ, you want to be better than the next. If you're going to be a b-boy, you're going to be better than the next. If you're a graph writer, you're going to make sure that you're better than the rest. You're trying to up yourself.
Yeah.
And all of that combined, it's also sort of like, and some people might stand on the fence on this one, but for me, you've got people that go as far back as people like Gil Scott-Heron that, in all fairness, for me, lead the way in the fact that they're like the granddaddies of rap.
Right. The old school. It's like I was with the reggae with the Peter Tosh and shit like that, matey. It was like, they're the old school freaking reggae artists.
See it. Like, you can see that, but don't get me wrong. Like, there's people that have really sort of pushed the boundaries on that hip hop genre, and whether they brought it to the masses like the Sugar Hill Gang and stuff, or whether they just spoke their mind like Public Enemy, and
Public
really
Enemy,
like
shit.
pushed a movement and changed stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they were out there doing it. And all of a sudden,
Wu-Tang, shit.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Wu-Tang.
Right.
Wu-Tang. Obviously, they're going to tune into the Getting Real with Cockney Buddha, because I
hope so, mate. I hope so. Freaking everyone. Yeah, why not? What, missing out?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it now. But, that sort of it just blew up. It just grew so massive and so, man, like it was every hip hop head's dream for it to be such a huge explosion within the culture.
Right.
However, at some point, it kind of got, well, in my mind, in my opinion, and it's only in my opinion, it kind of got diluted and it lost its roots and its stuff.
I've been with that with metal as well, matey. The metal scene,
it lost its minerals.
All of a sudden, it kind of lost its edge.
But, and this is going to sound, this is like, you know, some profound philosophical stuff coming out of my mouth at 5:05 in the morning, right?
Yeah, really.
But like everything else, and I stand corrected, it was just the fact that I weren't looking in the right areas, because hip hop has never died. Nas was wrong. Quote me on that. Yeah. Hip hop was never dead. It just done what it does best, and that is go back underground and
cycles,
rejuvenate.
Mate. Cycles. It
baby.
Cycles round, because the whole thing around music is when you get your diehards, they listen to the freaking shit that starts to change, and they're not really into that, and it, you know, the messages change and shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, the following's changing, so then it's back to the hardcore.
It's that sort of it. The big shift takes your eyes off of like the origin, the you know,
the soul root of it,
cracks. Well, no, the cracks in the pavement where all the goodness comes from.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, no, yeah.
You know,
like you got to look down
it. Big, shiny.
Yeah, no, I get you. We used to do that in London, mate, when I lived in London, you know, because I was into the metal game, as you know, and some of the best places were the places that nobody knew about. They were just freaking shitholes. And but the music and that you'd get there would be like, fuck, not heard that before. Right?
Yeah, and this is what I mean. Like, just in this last event that I done alone, you got people like Pozy One, Gills, Blizz the Illest. I want to say WLP, just to name a few. Mr. Rozzi, Black Poet, Half Decent. And I know that I'm missing out two guys that sort of got up on stage, and I don't want to. I want to say it's like, man, yeah, I'm going to completely get the names wrong, but they were a couple of other guys.
You're looking at the wrong freaking person to try and jog your memory. You know that, right?
Again, no, and I just don't want to like not do them justice, because everybody that got up on that stage and performed, man, just proved to me that the art, the craft, the skill set is just there, stronger than probably ever. And there's some people that are just, man, absolutely just stomping.
Yeah. The sound they're using as well, the line, you know, the I mean, I don't know what you call it, but that freaking backing sound part, the bars that go down, it even sounds like old to me. You know, it's got that older sound to it again. So, it even talks to me, and I'm not a massive, as you know, I'm not a massive hip hop person, but you know, I get the art of it, and I love the art of it, and I love, again, it's getting in with these people that are in that grimy kind of rootsy area for me to go, what's going through your head? What's happening with the lyrics with that? That's what I'm interested in.
Like, and again, some people might say different, and I am not. Like, again, we've mentioned him once tonight, my friend Matthew, or Matty Llyod. That guy's like a walking encyclopedia on hip hop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got a mate like that, dude.
Geeked, nerded out, and I love it. So, like, you know, talking to people like that, and there's so many other people that I know that are so well versed and they just know the score. But for me, when I look at it, like hip hop as a whole, apart from it asking you a question, it kind of, it's like some at late 80s, early 90s folk music.
Yeah. No,
because I hear it's speaking from the people that have no voices.
Yeah. That's what you know, like grime in the London scene. That you know, that sound. It was all of a sudden, because it was that undergroundy. Even though again, it's kind of becoming more like popularized, you know?
It's definitely had its moments, and there's lots of offshoots from it that have become very popular in the last like couple of years,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's great. I'm starting to hear a little bit of a sort of resurgence into like old school jungle. Now,
Oh, no
that's
shit. No shit. All right.
yeah, and maybe I'm just trying to will that into
I think you just
existence,
want
but
it, don't you? You just want it, Grommy.
yeah, baby.
You're
Yeah,
fucking, listen, you're getting too big for yourself now, Grommy. You're asking too
no,
fucking
not
much.
at all, man.
You're already like bringing the energy into where your photography and all that is just fucking like outstandingly good, dude. And you know
Appreciate that, bro.
that's my next question for you is like, where are you going from here? Where you what you know, because I know, you know, the one thing I do know about you is go and look at this guy's old videos on YouTube, like the one of the original one. Can you remember what it's called, Grommy, or not? Can you remember what it's the name of it?
Something new.
Something new. That's the name, the title of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude.
so go and check that out, guys, because you'll see what the actual roots of the channel starting up for Grom was all about. It was all about depression and mental health and starting a channel up because it was like right around that horrible time around 2019 when it all kicked. I don't want to say it in case I
Nah,
get
dude.
blocked
So
off.
just to cut in, man. The that first video came out and was dropped in 2018.
Oh, is that the one you kept back and you didn't drop them because you had a bunch saved up,
So
or did you start the
when I
channel?
very first started doing the YouTube thing, I started daily vlogging, and yeah, just for the listeners, for a little bit of like context on this, uh, I I don't think I was at my lowest when I picked up the camera, but we're talking maybe a few weeks out the other side of being at just a real low point, um, in a position where I felt worthless. I didn't have any compassion for myself. I had no vision of where I was heading. I had I had so much around me, but I couldn't see it. And I'd trained myself into a position of enjoying a depressed state.
Yeah, you get used to it.
And then all of those other little horrible things seep in, which is like the anxieties and the want to just curl up and give over, like just give up,
Yeah,
roll
yeah,
over and just call it a day. But at that time and in that place and while in that mindset, it's not how I just explained it, because I couldn't see that. All I could see is that there was a wall so close to the front of my nose that I didn't have any peripheral vision. I
yeah.
didn't have nothing. And I'm just stuck in this horrible quicksand kind of purgatory that is like unexplainable until you find yourself in that place.
Right,
And
right, right.
for the people that have been there, they'll be like, know that feeling.
Yeah,
For the people that have never been there, they might not even be able to comprehend it. And man, if you never get there, fair play and all the power to you. And I'm thankful that you've never been there, because that's a beautiful thing.
mm-hmm.
But for those that have been there, at that point, for me, for some really bizarre reason, I just thought, hey, I'm going to pick up a camera. I'm going to document this. I am going to try everything in my capability to use all of the the mental health stuff from like my GP to support groups in the area, and I'm going to go through the system.
Right.
And if I'm brutally honest, and this is no hate on the people that run the system, this is just hate towards the system.
Yeah.
The things that were in place and the questionnaires that were asked of me to fill in, and it was easy for me to do at the time, but just because of the delay on things and the fact that then they were like, we'll come back and check on you in a
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've heard nightmares, mate. Yeah.
That disgusted me at that point. And it disgusts me even more. And again, I'll just sort of reiterate that, again, this isn't aimed at the people within that system. It's the system that's in place.
Yeah.
Because I met some really supportive and amazing people that work within that sector. However, the way that it's structured, if you are somebody that's really struggling and you reach out and there's nothing for you to grab onto, and they're telling you that, yeah, don't worry about it, we'll come back and check in on you in a couple of weeks. That couple of weeks, man, like hours in that position can change the game up.
Yeah. You know, dude, I know where you've been, and like I say, you know, to people out there, go and check that video out because you can see it. You know, I came in on Grom, you know, a few years ago, and didn't know that Grom, and I had this kind of open invitation to do an interview with him. So go and check that out as well, because I've got an interview up there that went well over 4 hours, believe it or not. Because he just keeps talking and freaking talking and freaking talk. He don't stop. He's like a freaking. It's like, God, blimey, Grommy, terrible.
Two of us in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't a good plan, was it? Well, I knew that was going the freaking tits the wrong way as soon as we, you know, even kind of suggested the idea. It's just like this freaking phone call. This wasn't even meant to happen.
But it's, hey, man, the clue's in the title, getting real, man. And you know me, I'm very much.
That's what it's all about, brother. Book. Seriously. And you put that there. You put that getting real there, mate. It's the reason why I surround myself with the people like yourself, because, you know, freaking it's the energy that it passes on to me when maybe I'm feeling a bit shit, you know what I mean? And then when you're feeling a bit shit, my energy's up. So it's that fucking trend. That's what the community's all about. Shifting the energy to people. If someone's struggling or having a bit of a fucking issue, it's about reaching out. And I know that I know that I can pick the phone up just like you can and be like, hey, you know, I'm having which I have. You've seen me going to one.
I'm going to throw this back at you just to cut in there as well and be like super unsociable. I caught your short that was talking about.
Wanker.
Nah, dude, because I think this is a really good point. You put the short out where you were saying about people leaving the community and numbers dropping.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I took that as a super positive.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Right, but this is the way that I see that is, dude, if those people have been in a really gnarly place and you've given them the tools now that have successfully got them back on track and they've sorted their stuff out and they feel like they can move away from that, but they need to shed that part to move into their next bit.
No, you're right, mate. No, you're right. That's why when you fucking, because again, you know, one of those people, because sometimes I get that little bit of a kick in the ass from Grommy. Don't I, Grommy?
Not at all, man. It's always encouragement
because it pushes me. Well, it
forward,
does.
Man.
It shifts my mind, and that's what it's all about. Sometimes it just takes that, like, hey, have you thought about this? And it just shifts your mind. And so tell me before we like get off. Otherwise, we're going to be here until fucking another 4 hours again, and my battery's running out, and my bladder's saying hit the pan.
And you ain't got no Rozzi.
And I've got no Rozzi, mate. I ain't got no Rozzi, you're right. I ain't got a fucking Rozzi. It's doing me head in. No tea, fucking can't.
Savage, dude.
I don't work without it, mate. So you're lucky. I'm giving up time and tea. Damn. For Grommy. That's what I think about him.
You're giving up the 2 teas. Nice.
Anyway, so what's on the plans? What's on the books? What's on the growth? What's on the for Grommy?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Yeah, but what can you tell these guys out here? Like, where you going? What's the journey? Where you moving to? What's the
same
energy?
thing we've been trying to do, man. Obviously, like, I'm gonna just be following what feels right, in the sense that as long as this photography feels good and it brings me like joy and just excitement for it, I'm going to walk that path. And obviously the daily vlogs are going to come to an end in July.
Oh,
which
that's
should free up
right.
some
That's
more time.
right. Shit.
Heavy bombs, man. We're dropping bombs on that one.
Yeah, I forgot. Why did you remind me? Because I've had like fucking thoughts around this, dude. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Like, shit, what am I gonna do?
But look, man, I reckon like 2025 days straight daily vlogging is a pretty solid innings.
Oh yeah, consecutive days. I mean, it's insane what you do. Seriously, I mean, it shows the dedication.
Like
maybe
it depends, man. It could be that the vlog has actually been a bigger crutch than I know it to have been, and in which case, I'm calling it a day on the 15th of July. Who knows, man? There might be a daily vlog start up on the 17th of July.
Honestly, I'm fucking dude. I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, this dude ain't gonna be able. There is no way this guy can do this amount every day, and all of a sudden, dude, you're gonna be a fidgety. You ain't get no way.
Andrew's already kind of like fretting because she's like, so what are you going to do with your time?
I'm just
going to spend it with you.
But anybody else, hey, put it in the comments, please. I want to know. Everybody that knows Grommy, what do you think the odds are on this dude? He ain't going to be able to handle it. He's going to miss these phone calls at 5 o'clock in the morning where I'm like freaking ragging on him and saying, I'm pressing the button. You're going to miss it.
No, don't worry, because that can still happen, man, because I'm sure I'll fill my time
No, you're gonna fall into that sloppy mess, and you're going to be one of those couch potatoes dreaming about these things, but, you know, you've got to pick it up and do it, man.
After, like, a 5-year daily grind life, that couch potato life sounds good, dude.
So, no, it don't. Not for you, it don't. No, you'll go fucking tits up, mate. You won't survive. You'll be fucking drinking soup out of a straw.
Dude, again, man, like I say, it might even fire back up on like the 17th of July.
Listen, I think I'm going to.
My name's the Grom, and I'm back.
I think I'm going to have a little flutter with Trace. I'm going to.
You're going to have a little bet.
I'm going to have a little bet.
Yeah, nice.
I might get a little whip round about with the boys. Like, what do you think? What's the odds here?
Yeah, how many days? How many days can he do before he has to put out a video?
Watch this freaking dude go tits up. Hang on, 5, 4. You'll be going like the freaking shuttle, mate.
It's going to be one of those things, man, where it kind of it's a sad thing, but a really nice thing as well, because it kind of opens new doors and frees up a lot of time to be able to do crazy things like maybe bring the Friday night lives back, to start pushing into more creative areas and spaces, and just do things, because for a long time now I've learned some skills and had some real good imagination like floods where I want to take more time in creating shorts, or not shorts in the sense of like YouTube shorts, but like short movies or films, and just doing really creative and just fun things. Like I want to go and spoof some videos and try to fake my own Grom moon landing and just do stuff, man.
Flat earther and all that shit. Is that where you're going?
Nah, man, I'm going full NASA land on the moon lunar rover vibes.
You're going to end up with those really short t-shirts showing all your belly, ain't you? Sitting in a deck chair in the sun.
Nah, dude, I'm talking like goldfish bowl on the head. You know, like
goldfish bowl,
the coffee guy.
That's totally you.
Coffee guy has a spaceship in the background.
Yeah, big shout out to the old coffee guy. Hey, what's his company name? Really awesome coffee, man. Really awesome coffee. I'll tell you what, look that fella up. Chris, his name's Chris. He's a banging fella.
Yeah.
He's always fucking got a smile and a bit of a laugh on him, and it's like, you know, he's just one of the group. And banging fella, Mr. Coffee Man. Yeah.
Wouldn't have made it through the last 5 years without him.
Well, no, of course not, because of all the fucking cream that you consume. It's the only thing. It's the only fat content that keeps you moving through the day, innit?
That and the croissants.
The croissants.
I love me a croissant.
All right, matey. Well, listen. Hey, listen. Grommy likes this.
Dude, I thought you were going when you were. I thought you were going to spit us some bars to go out on. When you were like, "Boy, listen."
Hey, listen, nah. Be quiet a minute, you. Stop. So, go and check him out. I'm gonna put his site in the description below. This frickin' fella needs to go to bed at 5:30 in the morning over there.
Might fire up another coffee, bro.
And I'll tell you what kind of giveaway you got for these beautiful people out here, mate? You ain't got much time because it's about to frickin' cut off.
Well, let's just say stay tuned into the Cockney Buddha, listen to him, take those tools on board. But most importantly, if you do find yourself in that real dark, horrible space where you feel like there is no light at the end of the tunnel, be sure to reach out, try to get some light back into your life before the lights go out. It's easier to find the light switch while it's dim light than it is when it's pitch black.
Awesome. Remember that and go and follow this guy. I'm going to put it in the description. Grommy, absolute bloody pleasure, mate. Stay on a minute because I want to say goodbye to you. We're just saying goodbye to this lot. And go and check him out. He's an absolute banging fella. I owe him a lot as far as all the shit that I'm doing right now. And he's even sat on the phone with me for a couple of hours before now trying to figure out when I'm scratching me frickin' head going, I don't know what's happening. And I'm hitting buttons and I've cocked everything up. And it's like, you know, Grommy comes in, he's like Mr. Frickin' Calm with it all while I'm tearing out the hair that I absolutely do not have and, you know, puts it to rest. So thank you, Grommy. I really appreciate you, brother. And until the next time, matey.
No worries, bro.